Thank you so much, and welcome everybody. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for spending time with us this morning, this afternoon, this evening. My name is Paul Kizakevich. I'm the president here at Katalon. I've had the opportunity to work with many of you as we've worked together to grow our business. We're looking forward to spending time with you, sharing a little bit about what we're seeing in the industry. We're going to highlight partner awards on this call. Alex Martins is going to walk us through the portfolio roadmap, and as well as talk about a new capability that we're going to be launching with our partners around Katalon advisory services. And so we have a lot to cover today. New is here with us. All of you likely know New. She runs our strategy and operations on the partner side. And she'll be facilitating the exciting aspect of the show today, where we recognize some of the great performance from many of you. Next slide. It is an incredibly exciting time to be in software development, software testing, software delivery. I just saw this came out, well, within the last 14 hours. The CEO of GitHub was talking about the significant momentum that they're seeing with their Copilot capability. They referenced that Copilot is being used by over 1.3 million paid subscribers and over 50,000 organizations across all geographies and all sectors. And I think you can't wake up and check an email or go to your LinkedIn profile or have a cup of coffee without talking about the impact that AI is having on our world and certainly on our businesses and on our customers' businesses. And that, for us at Katalon and for you, our partners, creates a significant opportunity. In my opinion, probably the opportunity of our lifetime. I've been in the software space for over 25 years. I actually started the first 10 years of my career working for a consulting and systems integrator. And I know very well how all of you become trusted advisors for your clients. And they look to you when there's these significant transitions taking place in the market to help guide them through these transitions and to help them make great decisions. So here we have, this momentum happening on the front end of the life cycle, this significant acceleration for building software. What does that mean for testing? And let's move to the next slide. One of the things I think that we're seeing is that despite all of the gains that are taking place with development and the excitement there, the problem that we've been solving still exists and actually exists in a more significant way, which is despite all of the productivity gains that are happening in the dev side, we are not actually seeing customers release products to market more quickly. We're not seeing a significant amount of defect improvement as a result of optimizing the front end of the process, and we're certainly not seeing cost optimization. If anything, we're seeing the inverse of all of those things. And so the problems that persisted in a software quality industry are actually increasing in complexity based on all of the momentum that's happening with development and AI. Next slide. So with that, it's been recognized by Gartner that AI augmented testing will be a significant transition that happens in our industry. They reference that almost 90% of engineering leaders say that when they look to adopt new technologies to drive software quality and software automation, they're looking for AI and ML features in those software products to make sure that the business can harness all of the productivity gains that are possible. And of course, there's lots of areas where these types of technologies can be applied. But Gartner highlighted 5 key areas. One is around test planning and prioritization. Number 2, the big one around test creation and maintenance. The third is around test data generation. The fourth is around visual verification testing. And the last is just looking at defect analysis and kind of understanding what's happening, trends, patterns, decisions for those applications under test. Next slide. And not shockingly, Katalon sees the market evolution in a very similar transition. We see that really organizations of all sizes, in all industries, in all locations around the world are making a transition. And I really want to kind of focus on this word transition because I think it's thematically the work we're doing together, Katalon and our partners. Clearly there's a lot of manual testing happening in the world, and clearly there was a lot of pro code happening in the world, right? Building my own frameworks, trying to really drive a technical depth of emulating user behavior or API calls. And the world has just realized that in order for me to take advantage of AI, in order for me to actually keep up with what's happening on the development side, I need to move away from manual testing. I need to move away from pro code homegrown frameworks. I need to move away from stitching a bunch of niche best of breed tools together into a software quality platform with a single code base that was designed with AI in mind from the beginning as we release capabilities and expand that footprint. And so, when I think about ultimately what are the problems that we're solving together and the strategic role that partners play is helping people make this transition. They are looking to you for your expertise around upskilling their teams, improving their processes, and bringing next generation technology to bear so they can deliver on the demands of the business and so they can keep up with the pace of development that is absolutely exploding. Next slide. Forrester talks about this transition from manual testing, and they reference that 70% of business leaders who are using in-house software testing solutions are wasting time with manual testing. When they talk to these decision makers, they learn that they believe 76%, 3 out of 4 believe that their solutions are going to limit their ability to scale for future testing needs. 63% say that they use 3 or more development tools in automation to conduct testing. So you can see there's just a massive opportunity around making this transition, rationalizing our tool stack, and getting ready for this inertia that's coming from AI. Next slide. Another example is around this kind of transition from pro code, Selenium. And I know many of you have helped companies build these infrastructures. But I assure you, we're adding over 100 new customers every quarter. I'm having conversations every day. And you may find that, individuals in quality engineers are hanging on to their preferences about pro code. But I assure you, the executives that I speak with are looking for ways to significantly transition their organization and their way of working. And many of you are leading the way with your customers and with your prospects. Here's 4 examples. Accenture quoted that Katalon is the quickest technology to set up and deploy when you're looking to start automation across web, API, mobile, and desktop testing. There's a public case study from Infosys that talks about Katalon increasing productivity by as much as 80%. Signiti published a case study for a project that they did where they showed that they reduced test script maintenance by over 40%. And Quality Kiosk, as they work with companies who have built homegrown frameworks, have developed IP around helping them not only transition to a low-code platform, but take advantage of all of that technical knowledge from the past and the scripts, and how do we move those quickly into the next generation aspect of doing work. And so we see that when you look at the amount of time building and maintaining scripts, these companies are spending over 50% of the time just simply building and maintaining scripts instead of creating value for the company. And so this is why this transition is taking place. And maintenance just continues to build. I like to say there's no test script graveyard. Nothing ever goes to die. It just continues to pile up and create confusion in the organization. Next slide. We'll punch through these just as a couple of examples, but here's one example where we show that we doubled productivity for the same amount of automation engineers while reducing costs for this financial services customer by almost $4 million a year. On the next slide, this is a case study where you see that we reduced the overall level of effort for testing by 50%. We decreased the maintenance effort of testing by 50% and significantly accelerated time to value. Next slide. And this one's a bit of an eye chart, but I'll show you this is a customer that was evaluating whether or not we leverage our homegrown framework that we've built, a big bank, by the way, versus moving to something like Katalon. If I just fast forward you to the right-hand side where that red box is, you can see that they identified that instead of leveraging a homegrown automation framework that was full of Selenium and Appium and just a bunch of raw code framework, using Katalon, they were able to reduce the level of effort by 75%. So these are the types of gains that you can bring to your customer, this type of value that you can bring to your customer, continue to act in that trusted advisor manner, and deliver results that will have them coming back to you over and over again for more projects. Next slide. We know there's a lot of companies in the market that are talking about, AI and test automation and low code. But it's clear, Katalon's grown to almost 50,000 followers on LinkedIn. We just crossed 60,000 people in our community. When you're looking for a partner that is full platform and also leading the way from a next generation standpoint, there will be no better choice than Katalon to build your business and to help your customers be successful. We've been proving value for 5 years. We've got a massive global community and partner base. We're easy to find, try, and buy. We're affordable. We find that companies, our partners, are generating 10x the services revenue on the license cost of Katalon, which is significant for your business. Multi-platform, AI augmented, hybrid delivery model, and the ability to service both custom and packaged applications. So we are so grateful for the opportunity to work with you and to solve problems in the industry, and for all of the feedback that you provide to us, all of the time that you spend getting certified on our products. We have a really bright future together, and we're grateful for your partnership. So thank you for a wonderful 2023, and cheers to a significant opportunity in 2024, where we are anticipating that we will actually double the amount of partner contributed revenue to Katalon. So we are seeing that momentum screaming out of the gates as we come into the new year, and we're excited to work with you. Thank you all for your time.
All right. Thank you so much, Paul. I believe those are just a few examples out of, I'm sorry, these are just a few examples that representing the enormous amount of business for us to capture and to pursue together. So by the way, as briefly introduced by Paul earlier, my name is New Tran. I'm managing the partnership strategy, programs, and operations. I had the pleasure to work with several APAC and EMEA partners in the past. Now onto the most exciting parts today for me. It is my honor to share with you the winners of this year's Partners Awards. Next slide, please. So for the first category, Partner of the Year, Global System Integrator, the winner goes to Deloitte. Deloitte has been selected as Katalon's GSI Partner of the Year. The extensive certification reflects a commitment to building deep expertise in our software quality portfolio, and the list of successful client engagement is evidence they are focused on deliver measurable value to their customers. Next up, for Partner of the Year Regional System Integrator, the winner goes to Quality Kiosk Technology. This is the second year in a row for Quality Kiosk to be named as the RSI Partner of the Year. Quality Kiosk team provides independent testing services globally, and our partnership is built on trust and commitment to our customer satisfaction. In 2023, Quality Kiosk significantly influenced Katalon's business through strategies, customer success, and innovation. For the next category, this is to highlight the Emerging Partner of the Year, and the award goes to Intact Green Services, or IGS. IGS has been a valuable partner for Katalon in India. Since collaborating in early 2023, IGS has effectively contributing to building Katalon's brand and presence in the country. Their skill in introducing Katalon to new customers have been noteworthy. Look ahead, we anticipate continued progress and success in our partnership with the IGS team in 2024. For the next category, we are to celebrate 4 RSI winners representing each of the super region. So for North America, congratulations to Signity Technologies. Signity, providing digital assurance and quality engineering, has a strong reputation throughout 2023. Our collaboration in North America saw momentum with joint marketing initiatives. The teamwork between our organizations have been impressive. Looking ahead in 2024, we are eager to continue nurturing and expanding our partnership with you, Signity team. Next up for Asia Pacific, congratulations to KMS Solutions. KMS Solutions has been one of the first partners in our ecosystem. They are recognized as a leading digital consulting firm in Southeast Asia, known for innovation and rapid expansion. Their expertise in Katalon has greatly benefited our mutual customer in adopting automated testing seamlessly. We are eager to continue and enhance partnership with KMS Solutions team in Southeast Asia and beyond in 2024. Next up for the top regional partner for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Congratulations to the Inspire for Solutions development team. Inspire continued to make significant contributions to Katalon's success in one of the new region that we recently developed in EMEA market in 2023. Their expertise and customer-centric approach have been instrumental in solidifying Katalon's presence in the Middle East countries. Looking ahead in 2024, we look forward to furthering growth and stronger collaboration and leveraging the strength of our partnership with the Inspire team. Congratulations, Inspire team. Last but certainly not least, our top regional partner in Latin America goes to Ecosistemas. Ecosistemas has played a vital role in enhancing Katalon's customer engagement in Latin America market. Their support in market development, customer success has been invaluable for our progress in the region. For 2024, we are excited to continue cultivating and growing our partnership with Ecosistemas. Once again, congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much for your partnership with Katalon, and we look forward to growing more with you in the years to come. Thank you. Next up, I would like to introduce Alex Martin, our VP of Strategy, to walk you through the product portfolio roadmap. Over to you, Alex.
All right, thank you, Nu, and more importantly, thank you all of our partners that have been on this road with us. We really appreciate your trust and everything you do for our customers. I'm Alex Martins. I lead our strategy here at Katalon across our product and go-to-market organizations. And today I thought, we, in addition to going through our portfolio roadmap, I thought I could give you a quick overview on our platform itself, because we've been adding a lot of partners to our ecosystem, and I know there's a few here that are still getting familiar with Katalon. So let me just do that, bring everybody on the same page, and then I'll dive into the portfolio roadmap. So if you don't know already, we are an AI native modern quality management platform for all kinds of organizations, from the small, one or two person team to the largest of the organizations. And we make it easy to get started with our solutions and, get to value quicker than any other platform out there. We have been recognized by G2 and other publications out there. And more importantly, our community members keep on growing. I think Mihai was throwing in the chat there that we just surpassed 60,000 Katalon community members just in the last day. When we were creating this slide, we were still at 50,000. So those are community members that are working with Katalon and helping each other out in the same fashion as an open source solution. So it's really incredible to see this validation by our own users and how they help each other out and in the progress as they adopt Katalon. So really proud of that community. If we can go to the next slide. We cover all parts of the testing life cycle. We have capabilities that span through the analysis, planning, test creation, test management, and test execution. And if you look closely, we have several capabilities that have been leveraging AI. As Paul mentioned in the beginning, AI is something that is enabling both existing capabilities to become better in help users achieve higher productivity levels. But it's also enabling us to create brand new capabilities that were not possible before, or that it would take a considerable amount of time and investment to get those created. So we're really excited with where we're taking Katalon and how we are making the testing life cycle much better, much more resilient, and increasing productivity for our users. One of the most prominent areas in where we're investing with with AI is in the test creation space. So you might hear as test authoring as well, but we have been leveraging a lot of AI capabilities to enhance our existing capabilities in the platform, but also creating new ways and more efficient ways to generate test cases. And I'll cover those in a little more depth in a little bit. But just so you see, if you look at the entire testing lifecycle, we have our users covered. We essentially deliver an all-in-one encompassing software quality management platform to help our users not only achieve better gains, but really ultimately release software with quality with with minimum effort. You can go to the next slide. And to dive a little bit more into the AI specific capabilities, we have been investing a lot in not just what we're hearing mostly lately around generative AI, but as Paul mentioned in the beginning, also we are an AI native platform, so we have always had AI capabilities part of Katalon. What happened in the last a little over a year is that with generative AI, this brought additional areas that we can focus and explore by applying generative AI specifically. But if you look at our current products like Katalon Studio, Test Ops, Test Cloud, they have all been leveraging different AI techniques, things like clustering optimization, computer vision, and then obviously with generative AI, we have been able to create new capabilities from scratch in record time, and we've been able to also enhance existing capabilities, make them better, fine-tune them faster. One of the things that you can see is that generative AI is part of pretty much all of our products. And we use generative AI in different ways. So, for example, if we think about True Test, if you haven't heard, I'll expand a little bit more shortly. But True Test is a capability that we have right now in beta, and it's helping our users automatically generate tests that they can use for regression testing without them having to create anything or put any effort in it. And that's leveraging tremendous amount of computing for clustering and optimization. And those are two AI techniques that we apply. And we complement that with generative AI to not only enable better output from the generated test cases, but also to make them more seamless and more efficient from that perspective. So the point I'm trying to make is really from a Katalon point of view, we have you covered and our customers covered in the sense that you are using a platform that is leveraging the latest and greatest out there in terms of technology, specifically AI technologies, be it traditional AI or the hype of the moment around generative AI. Next slide, please. And with all that investment around AI, it's helping us take our customers where they want to go next much faster than before. So if you think about the trends that we're seeing across our customer base, is they're trying to move away from manual testing as much as possible, right? We've been hearing this metric of manual testing is basically done, or 70% of all testing done by organizations is still manual. It's so they're trying to desperately move away from that. They've been trying for, the last couple of decades that I've been trying to help them. But now with generative AI, we see that this is actually happening. In the past year, we have been tremendous results. We have seen tremendous results in that transition. And what we're trying to do, or what we're facilitating with our AI powered capabilities, is basically take all that manual testing away from our user's plate by automatically generating tests as much as we can. And True Test is one of the capabilities that is helping the most, because it's focusing on taking care of regression testing, making sure that our customers not only have regression tests that are always ready to run, but that are reflecting what the business critical areas are, that are covering the business critical areas of the applications of our users. Transitioning or moving those manual tests off of their plates and having True Test be the one that is creating, maintaining, and running those automated regression tests is enabling our users to focus their time on manual testing, which has to exist, obviously, focusing their manual testing time on new features, negative scenarios, complex integrations that maybe they don't expect users, like real end users, to actually go through those scenarios, but still have to be tested. And so minimizing a lot of that burden of manual testing. And then secondly, pro code generation. So it's very easy to get started or to get started in generating code, but provided that you have the right skills on team and all that, but very quickly teams realize that maintaining that automated testing framework that's based on pro code is very hard, and that's where most ROI fail. So we've been hearing that from our customers for a long time, but now we finally are able and are in a position to help them eliminate that burden of scripting in pro code technologies, and moving that to low code and automated test generation with True Test as well. So if you think about that transition, again, going from scripted code or pro code to low code, Katalon is uniquely positioned to help them do that in the most efficient way, because it's super easy, and some of our partners like yourselves have been helping us take a lot of customers from their current state to that better state by leveraging our low code platform. So it's really incredible to see how we're equipped now, and especially because of AI, how it's been helping us transition our customers to that future state much quicker than before, and with a lot less effort. And then lastly, from a low code generation, obviously, people have always been trying to leverage those technologies, but they haven't always been easy and more importantly, scalable. But with Katalon, and especially with the investments we've always had around AI, making that transition to a state where you have more low code tests, low code powered tests in your ecosystem, makes that so much easier to maintain and scale across different teams. So it's not just an automation effort restricted to one little team, but it's actually scalable across teams and reusable across teams. So that's something that we're seeing unique advantages when we talk to our customers, that they've been able to achieve incredible results with us, whereas they've been trying to achieve similar results for many years with other technologies and haven't had success. So that's kind of what we're seeing in terms of that transition that's out there most prominently in the past year. And obviously generative AI has been increase the conversations, or put the focus on those conversations on how can people just do better, test creation and maintenance and execution. And obviously Katalon is equipped to do that like no one else. Next slide, please. All right, so talking specifically about our portfolio roadmap, we have been investing in across these three themes in the next few years here. We obviously want to continue to grow our capabilities that are established, that are foundational to our platform, and we will. I mean, that's something that our customers rely on us for. They expect us to do that, and we obviously are committed to continuing to grow those existing capabilities, making them better, adding more bells and whistles that will satisfy additional use cases for our customers. So we have full commitment there. And then on top of it, we are also heavily investing towards achieving a full autonomous testing ecosystem in Katalon. And what that means is essentially leveraging the most novel AI technologies and approaches out there to help our customers not only automatically generate tests from, be it from requirements or from real user behavior in production, from a UI perspective, from an API perspective, mobile, and so on, but also help them achieve an autonomous test execution state where all of the testing itself, the test execution itself, is done in an autonomous fashion. We're not there yet today, but that's the direction that we want to go, because that will enable our customers to finally focus their time in the testing lifecycle on things that are very unique, that are very singular, and that have the high complexity that does require that deep domain knowledge that only resides in a human, for now at least, and then let all the mundane, all of the things that AI is ready for, that AI is mature enough to do from a test creation and test execution perspective. We'll let AI do that, so that our users can be freed up to do the more complex activities around test creation and on those complex scenarios. So that's something that we're heavily investing in building the foundational pieces right now, to hopefully get our customers there in the next couple of years. We're also extending our platform to add more integration points with different solutions and different partners. We're also creating accelerators for enterprise package applications. That's something that we are planning to invest more and more over the next few years. Also in the Katalon marketplace, we are enabling our partners like yourselves to create extensions and add-ons, and we're also building some of those ourselves where it makes sense. And we're also focusing on building out solution partnerships that include partners like yourselves, leveraging Katalon for creating specific industry solutions or specific feature solutions for different use cases across our customer base. So that's something that we're very excited about, is extending those partnerships to basically expand our ecosystem and ultimately the value to our customer base. Go to the next slide, please. And jumping into the major releases across our products this year, starting with Q1, we are from a test ops perspectives, we're focusing on the main theme is integrations, right? So building out integrations to different capabilities so that we can support more advanced use cases. In Cloud Studio, which is something that we are refocusing our attention to make Cloud Studio become an AI native rather, test creation studio. So if you think about Katalon Studio today, a very established platform to author and execute tests. I know it's basically an IDE for testing. We're looking at Cloud Studio to be the same for AI native test creation capabilities, and that's something we're heavily investing to build out that foundation right now. true test in the sense that we are in beta. True test, if you guys are not aware, if you haven't seen the announcements, just as at a high level, True Test is a new capability that we are in beta for the past 4 or 5 months, that it essentially understands or monitors how the users navigate the application in production. So it monitors the real end users of an application. And based on those navigational patterns, based on those user flows, it automatically generates tests so that those tests can be executed in your release cycle, in your pre-production environments, so that you get immediate feedback on whether those business critical flows that are coming from your users in production, make sure those business critical flows are still working if you choose to release your new code. And if they're not working, then you know exactly what's breaking, and you can troubleshoot them, make sure that you're not exposing or not increasing risk to your release by breaking any critical user flows that TrueTest is showing you. So for that capability, we have just released last night a major enhancement based on all the great feedback we've received from our beta customers in the last months. And this major release is enabling us to progress farther in terms of pinpointing the exact value our customers are receiving, or quantifying that exact value that our customers are receiving. And the early results are just amazing on how people are looking at uh, true test output, and which is the automated test cases based in how users navigate in production. Taking all that output and from an ROI, and calculating the ROI really easily, because if it wasn't for True Test, they wouldn't be doing regression testing, or if they would be doing regression testing, it would be very costly to them in terms of effort. So very easy to calculate ROI, and the results that we've seen so far during the beta have been very encouraging. We're planning to go GA by Q2, so in April. We're still making sure that we'll have all the enhancements that we want to apply to True Test based on that customer feedback. But right now, the date we have planned for going GA is April. Test Cloud is again about integration, enhancing the integrations, especially around the advanced mobile features, integrating with CI/CD natively, and then further integrate with our other products as well. Here's in Studio is one of the examples. We not only were doing the enhancements that you would expect for an established product like Katalon Studio, but we're also pairing up with the Test Cloud enhancements that we're doing to make sure that our Katalon Studio recorder is able to provide that same seamless experience that we provide for web, for example, provide that natively in Test Cloud. And obviously, we want to upgrade to Selenium 4, excuse me, which is foundational for our future too. On the Gen AI side, we have our finished and rolled out our generative AI service layer, which means, and this happened just now at the end of the year, which means all of our AI-powered capabilities across the Katalon platform are now using our Gen AI service layer to interact with different large language models. That architecture enables us to essentially swap large language models as needed, depending on whether we want to use OpenAI's large language model, or what's happening now is a lot of our customers are building out their own or deploying their own large language models and fine-tuning them on their premise, so behind their firewalls. They've already asked us to architect our AI-powered solutions in a way that we can point to their internal large language models, right? So that's something very critical for the customers, and our Gen AI service layers enabling us to do that. All right, I think we're ready to go to the next slide. Just a quick visual here, 30-second. This is what you're looking at is a user journey map out of TrueTest. TrueTest being our flagship AI capability at the moment. And this is essentially the user journey map from our own website, our, Katalon.com, where you can see the main user flows in the thicker lines. And the vertical bars are essentially the pages in our website, and how users go from one page to the next. You can see the thickness of the lines is basically showing how popular or how frequently users go from one page to the other. And based on those user journeys, what TrueTest does is it generates the automated tests that you can run in your, current release cycle. Make sure those journeys won't break. So we're very excited about it. We're going, like I said, through our beta period, taking a lot of feedback and making enhancements, but great indications on the path here for our TrueTest launch, hopefully in Q2. Next slide. All right, so the other piece that we're really excited about is our Katalon advisory services. If we can go to the next one. We have been going through this process where we sell our licenses to our customers, but after buying it, we see that a lot of organizations don't really know how to take that new software to the hands of the users and scale, right? So they have a lot of problems or challenges around lack of in-house experience in using that new tool. They have maybe a lot of existing tasks and automated scripts that they don't know how to migrate. They don't have the automation skills in the team. They don't have the experience to deploy that on premise if that's the deployment model they chose to do. And they don't fully understand how the AI power capabilities in Katalon can help them become hyper-productive individuals. So we came up with our Katalon advisory services to help our customers really achieve those the outcomes they're expecting and accelerate that time to value, so that they can adopt our solution as fast as possible and not just kind of limp along, over several months to try and get some value out of it. So this was something we decided to create based on feedback from our customers, and also by just observing, hey, how else can we help them achieve value as fast as possible. So if we can go to the next slide. And when we thought about what's the value that each of these boxes, or each of these personas, right, are getting. So our customers themselves, Katalon as a company, our revenue team, and our partners, what's in it for each of these individuals, right? So from a partner perspective, the way we look at it is the Katalon advisory services is helping our existing partners expand their revenue opportunities by us, at Katalon, giving you access to new accounts. So basically, as we are working with customers and they have specific use cases where they need test migration, they need test optimization, they need transformation, right, from their current testing practices to a better state. All those things are things that now we're going to have a structure to call upon you, our partners, to help us do that as part of the sales process. So and propose that vision to the customer, and then basically take them by the hand towards achieving the outcome that they're desiring, which consequently just means that they're going to be able to put those licenses to use a lot faster than if they were trying to do that on their own. It gives our partners competitive differentiation by having that strategic relationship with us, and being certified, in our Katalon solutions. And it also will give our partners early access to new capabilities and training. So, if you think about making you as a partner more competitive across the partner ecosystem, excuse me, having the the certifications and meeting the eligibility criteria is something that's going to differentiate you as well. If we can go to the next slide. And this is essentially the category, different categories of advisory services that we are releasing, and we'll follow up with the eligibility criteria, how you can apply for becoming a Katalon certified partner, and then obviously we can work with you towards that. But essentially, from an advisory and strategy perspective, we'll be delivering quality engineering strategy, workshops, and roadmaps from a deployment and installation. So a lot of customers that need our solutions to be deployed on-prem will be offering services to do that, those on-prem deployments and upgrades throughout the year. From an adoption perspective, that's where we feel that our partners are the ones that are going to be the leads here, is providing training, migration services, authoring, automation, reporting, and integrations with our customers' existing tooling ecosystems. And then testing delivery, that's basically the bread and butter, right, for our partners, which is either ongoing testing services, time and materials type of engagement models, or full-on managed services. We want to make sure that as we are going through the sales cycles with our customers and prospects, we identify those needs for these different services that could help our customers, and then we can tap into our certified partners to come along with us in the sales process, and then offer a full-on solution that includes both the tooling that they need as well as the services that they need in order to achieve their outcomes. So more to come on that eligibility criteria, but we're super excited because for the first time we're going to have the structure and framework to help our customers achieve value as fast as possible, and not just let them try to figure it out on their own after they buy Katalon. With that, I think that's where I hand over back to you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. And I just want to build on the conversation you were just having. If we can go back to the last slide, I just want to be really, really clear. Our job or our interest is not in building a massive services practice. I will say that over and over and over, right? I mean, part of the relationship and value we have with our partners is enabling you to do all of that work. There are times where customers simply just want us to have a seat at the table, no matter who we refer in or who they're working with. They still say, look, we really just want to make sure, right, that you have skin in the game. You've got some accountability to making sure that the way that this is deployed and configured and structured would meet your expectations. For all of the thousands of customers you have, we want to make sure that this is aligned with the Katalon blueprint, so to speak. And so we've been hearing that a lot, and so we wanted to kind of formalize that and work with our partners on kind of agreeing that, hey, this is what good looks like. And so that's part of this process, is just saying, look, this is what we think a reference implementation would look like. These are some of the ways that we see needing to upskill team members. If you're going from manual testing to automated, there's a slightly different set of needs that those people have. If they're already deep into some pro code type technology, there might be a slightly different way that we want to upskill them. Here's how you should think about integrating continuous testing into your CI/CD, or how you want to provide requirements traceability back into Jira. Just some standard people, process, and then general just implementation best practices. And so this is just a great opportunity for us to formalize that. And look, and when I reflect back and think about how we can improve as a company, we need to do a better job introducing our partners into our customers. Of course, we lean on you and want to work with you to go find new companies for Katalon to work with. But at the same time, we have an extensive base of customers who are continuously rolling out new projects and new capabilities. And so this gives us a framework to be able to proactively introduce our partners, whether it's part of the sales cycle or even post-sale cycle into our base, which we think is great for you. We think it's great for the customer, and we think it's great for Katalon. So I'm really excited about the work that's taken place here, and I know we've been collaborative and shaping this and developing this, and it's just part of our general ways of working. You should expect that we'll continue to be collaborative with you to make sure this is a win-win-win for everybody that's involved. So, Alex, thank you for the update on the portfolio overview, talking about the advisory services capability that we're rolling out. New, thank you so much for the recognition of the partners of the year for 2023. Obviously, we have over 50 partners in our ecosystem. We couldn't possibly recognize everybody, but we know there's a lot of great work happening all around the world, and we're here to support you in any way that we can. So thank you so much, and we can move to Q&A.
Yep. I think we have one question in the chat. What are some key challenges customers have faced in a transition? I think this came right around when Alex was presenting the platform roadmap. I'm not sure if resonating.
Is it? I think this question might be oriented towards making the transition from manual to automation, right? Or from pro code to automation, correct?
Yeah. Lee Jason, I don't know if you can come off mute or clarify the question a little bit more.
I mean, I think, Alex, you can talk about this or build on this, but I think some of the things that I talked about, I mean, we see a significant amount of companies that are making this transition from manual. So it really is people, process, and technology for them. They've got a team of individuals who are not very technical, but they want to create value in terms of coverage and understanding how the application works. And so helping them to learn the low-code platform, I think, is kind of the step one. But then also changing the way that they work from doing a manual test and capturing that information and putting it back in is a different way of working. And then just in general, just getting familiar with using automation versus manual testing. So those are some of the things that at least our partners are helping our customers with that type of a transition.
Okay. Does that help answer your question, Lee? I think he's here.
Yes, it does.
All right. Thank you for the question. Yes, there's another question that was asking whether the slides can be shared with the partner. So there will be a simplified version will be shared through the partner newsletter in January edition, which will be released on Friday. So look out for that, the newsletter coming your way. Okay. Okay. So I think that's just all the questions that we have. Yeah. So let's wrap up the call today. Paul, maybe I'll just defer to you to maybe give a wrap up.
Yeah, well, I just want to extend my heartfelt appreciation for the amazing work that you do with Katalon. You inspire us. As I mentioned, I've spent a large part of my career in the channel, and I understand that you are the trusted advisor for these companies. You bring an extensive skill set that is absolutely required for customers to achieve their full potential. And we're grateful that you choose to spend time with us and provide us with all of that feedback. I think 2023 introduced a lot of challenges, in the marketplace and in the world. And, 2024 just gives me a lot of hope for prosperity for each of you. And so I wish you much success in your endeavors and your partnership with Katalon. And I really wish, for the year ahead to provide you with a happy and healthy and abundant life as we move forward. So thanks so much. Thanks for your trust in Katalon. We look forward to spending time with you in the field and helping you double your business and leveraging Katalon to do so. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good night, good day.